Mark Hamill will always be remembered as Luke Skywalker, the iconic Jedi from the original Star Wars trilogy. But while that role defined his early career, Hamill is now embracing a completely different phase of his professional life, one that he calls his character actor era, and it turns out he's loving every minute of it. For decades, Hamill was strongly tied to the Star Wars universe, where he first appeared in 1977's A New Hope. The role brought him international fame and cemented his place in pop culture history. Yet, for a long time, that same fame limited his options in Hollywood. Hamill has admitted in interviews that after the original Star Wars trilogy, he found it difficult to land diverse roles. Directors and casting agents often saw him only as Luke Skywalker, and few were willing to take a chance on casting him in something completely different. That led Hamill to explore other creative outlets, including voice acting, where he built an impressive resume. Most notably, Hamill became the voice of the Joker in Batman, the animated series during the 1990s. His portrayal of the Clown Prince of Crime received critical acclaim and introduced him to an entirely new generation of fans. In many ways, the role allowed him to reinvent himself. In recent years, Hamill has returned to live-action work with a fresh perspective. Instead of chasing leading man roles, he's found a new appreciation for supporting characters, oddballs, villains, and mentors, parts that allow him to explore different sides of storytelling without the weight of carrying a franchise. Hamill says this shift has been incredibly fulfilling. "There's a freedom in character roles," he explained. "I get to experiment. I get to be strange or funny or dark. I love the variety." His recent performances in shows like The Fall of the House of Usher and The Mandalorian highlight this evolution. He's also popped up in unexpected places, like the horror film The Machine and Netflix's The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. In each case, Hamill has shown his range and proved he can disappear into a character, something he says he's always admired in other actors. Hamill's enthusiasm for character acting reflects a broader trend in Hollywood, where many seasoned actors have found new life in supporting roles. For him, it's not about staying in the spotlight, it's about the craft. "I don't need to be the star anymore," he said. "I've done that. Now I want to be part of good stories, no matter the size of the role." Despite stepping away from leading roles, Hamill remains deeply connected to his Star Wars roots. He reprised Luke Skywalker in the recent sequel trilogy, and even lent his voice and likeness to younger versions of the character in projects like The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. But he has also expressed that he's ready to let go of Luke for good. In fact, Hamill has said that he's happy to see the Star Wars universe grow beyond his character. "It's a big galaxy," he once said. "There are so many stories to tell and new characters to explore. I'm proud of what we did, but I don't need to be in every chapter." Fans have responded positively to Hamill's transformation. They appreciate seeing him in new and surprising roles, and many say his presence adds a unique charm to any project. On social media, fans often share clips of his latest performances, praising his versatility and dedication to the craft. In person, Hamill remains humble and grateful. He often interacts with fans, shares behind-the-scenes stories, and celebrates the work of his co-stars. His sense of humor and down-to-earth personality have made him a beloved figure far beyond the Star Wars fandom. At this stage in his career, Mark Hamill is clearly doing what he loves. He may be best known as a legendary Jedi, but today, he's enjoying the freedom to take on roles that challenge and excite him in new ways. For Hamill, this is more than just a second act, it's a creative revival. And for audiences, it's a chance to see one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces continue to evolve, proving that true talent never stops growing.